Hey all, and welcome back to Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix. In the previous part, we were introduced to a lot of painful nostalgic memories, as well as Roxas and his gang, Cypher and his gang. Christopher Lee was sitting at his computer playing like 50 games of World of Warcraft at once, so that's a cool thing, I guess. That is something you can do nowadays.
This is true. I finally upgraded to 2 screens a while back. Not only is it great for my programming work, because I am a huge nerd, it's awesome when I'm playing like Darktide, and then in another window I got chat going, so it's actually pretty great.
Ah, you're a Warhammer guy, I see.
I am not a Warhammer guy, but I got Darktide for free. Now, don't pay for that game. Wait for like a fucking year, because it's kind of shitty right now, but I got it for free. I'm having fun with it. I started playing Vermintide 2 as well. I have fun with that game, but I'm not really a big Warhammer fan, I admit.
Oh, some memories aren't nostalgic, let's put it that way.
Oh god, Mina Suvari, that horror.
Jesus.
Did they redub her for this game?
No they didn't.
That's probably for the best. It would have cost money.
Yes, yes indeed.
A key blade?
My hand's wet again. Ugh.
Why does that keep happening?
He has like a cool like Art Deco clock over there. I may want one of those actually.
Yeah. Once again, how does he afford this? Never answered, not even in Final Mix, not even an optional voiceless cutscene. Nomori is slipping.
Yeah, struggle. That's what I do on a daily basis.
Roxas, that's a stick.
Well, you gotta start somewhere, I suppose. Yeah, take that, Air. Take that, Mom.
What was that about?
Get out of here. Oh no.
I'm gonna have to punish you now. Never mind. Just ignore it. Just leave it alone. It's fine.
No, he's going to get the punishment machine.
I gotta get my own stick, but it's made of metal, unfortunately.
Thanks.
I pre-licked it, so I know it's safe.
You guys think we'll always be together like this?
Why the fuck do you keep saying shit like that, Pence? Can we not just have a nice day?
Just every day with the shit comes in and he says a soul-meaning philosophical question that's designed to make me sad.
Well, I doubt we could be together forever.
Haters know better.
Isn't that what growing up's all about?
I'm going to college. I don't know
What's
what y'all are
important
doing.
Isn't how often we see each other, but how often we think about each other. Right?
I guess that's poignant enough for me to accept without rolling my eyes.
I don't know, I think about myself all the time, so I know I'll never miss myself.
I'm sad now.
I'm always sad.
Nuh-uh. You know what it is? We don't want summer vacation to be over. That's all. So, how about this?
Video games. Works for me.
We all go to the beach.
Oh, can we have a bunch of mini-games in order to, like, procure enough funds to go to said beach?
Yeah, please, can we make this an absolute waste of our time? It'd be great.
Guys, let's just get on the train and go.
No hopes, no parents. No.
No? Oh, come on.
That's outside, and I'm not doing that. I'm sorry.
I forgot, but we're broke.
Maybe you forgot I'm smart.
Yeah, I did forget.
I must have forgotten it, because it's definitely not in my memory banks. Alright, approach the light, press the triangle button, it does pretty much everything in this game, and bada bing bada boom, you save it, baby.
Did they have to use bathroom at the save point? Because I don't see anything else, so...
It just says, like, save, load, shit.
Well, I mean, you could probably use a tent. I'm gonna assume it's stocked with a toilet. You know, it's like Mr. President, in a way.
Okay, you went the smart route, I went the crass route. Things really have changed in the past 15 years. This is funny, because there is actually a market street in my hometown.
What's your hometown again, if you're okay with saying it and not kind of geolocating you?
Well, it's Nottingham. And they need to hurry up and put fucking Robin Hood in this sumbitch.
I would assume they would have maybe put like a statue of Robin Hood, or maybe the sheriff at least somewhere in Nottingham, I'd imagine.
Just 2 days to go.
I love how there's an event in town, by the way, where kids just get in a ring and just beat the shit out of each other. I love how this is an organized event, the parents are okay with it, it's great.
Well, the sad part is it's not even, like, limited to children, because we'll see Setzer in a little bit.
Oh, that's true. You know, Setzer, I kind of wish he did more in this, but he just shows up, he's just a cameo. Crispin Freeman voices him, and then that's just it. All he's known for is beating children up with bats. That's it.
Well, when you're a gambler, life takes you in strange directions.
You know, I'm trying to recall my summer vacations, because I don't have them anymore, and I never really did anything like go to the beach or... Well, I mean, I played with friends on my street, but a lot of it, I'm going to be honest with you, a lot of it was video games.
I got dropped off at a place with other kids to like hang out, play games and such, and that was pretty cool.
Now, that sounds good. I remember I would go to a summer school that they had, not because it was like remedial or anything, but it was something to do, and we would go there and we would play like games and do other projects and things like that. I actually really had a lot of fun at those early summer school kind of places.
These pretzels are making me thirsty.
Yeah, don't worry, there's a lot of salt water to wash that down in the ocean, right?
Alright, what we got waiting for us here? Check the journal. I will never do this.
Now, I remember when I was doing this, I would grind the poster minigame, because that's all I would do. Apparently that's not like a really optimal minigame, but I don't care. It was easy. I could do it. I just sat there for 30 minutes. It's still busy work at the end of the day, so...
It is, but I kind of like how they're contextualizing, like, these kids just trying to raise money to go to the beach and whatnot.
I get a sudden GTA feel from this, like they need like a GTA Twilight Town that you can walk around and do little silly missions in. I don't know as who, but you could just do that.
I've seen enough GTA San Andreas mods with like Roxas with like an AK-47 in my time, thank you.
Oh no, that makes him perfect to put into Fortnite then. God, Fortnite, you know... That's just another indicator, you know, of how old we've gotten. You know, this was the game that people were playing when we were kids, but now it's just like Fortnite and other live service games, you know?
Okay, first of all, even in 2008, I couldn't have been classified as a kid, and neither could you.
That's true. Well, no, I certainly didn't feel mature enough, that's for sure.
Same, and 15 years later, here we are.
Now, it's true you only had to do, like, this once, right? And then, like, you just cover the rest of it somehow, but you can actually earn the full amount.
We can even buy a watermelon with this.
No, that's
Nice
all of
work,
Pence's
everyone.
watermelon,
Added to what
unfortunately.
we started with, we now have... Ta-da! 5,000 money!
Yeah, just send the woman to do most of the work. That's how it turned out,
Get
right?
tickets.
Alright, off we go.
We can't be together forever.
Again with this shit, you really gotta stop listening to Pence's podcast.
Huh?
God, dude, I'm just trying to enjoy my summer vacation.
Gotcha.
Here we are with Phil's, gotcha, you know, just made you question everything and all.
I could do that, but I really shouldn't. Ah!
Not my stick, that's my most prized possession.
Surprise, bitch. Told you I'd be back. You didn't say anything. Ah, that's the part of the surprise.
I'm the one going to the beach, not you.
Roxas! 3 minutes! Okay.
Oh, where'd he go? Is he behind me? No, I'm in front of you.
I know, Roxas is talking to his imaginary friends again. Oh, I guess these are his imaginary friends too, now that I think about it.
Oh,
The money.
that's rough, buddy. Also, it's funny you say imaginary friends, because do you know who voices Marluxia?
That's like Blue from Foster's Home, right?
Yes, it is. Keith Ferguson, I believe.
God, there was like this one episode of that where he wanted to go to some place, he wasn't able to, and then Mac's like, what do you want to do, throw a pity party? And then the next scene they're throwing a literal pity party. It was so fucking hilarious.
There was no guy.
Huh? But there wasn't?
Can you imagine if Square opted to go like a different kind of corporation for their big old crossover? If a different executive got into that elevator with the Square employee and we had like Square X Cartoon Network.
Or maybe Square-Enix and EA. That wouldn't be very good either, I think.
Man, that would be kind of dull, because all their franchises are sort of similar.
Well, I guess these days is a little more different because I don't know if they're
It's
exclusive with Star Wars anymore. I don't think they are, but you know, back then.
That contract has
Cheer up
since expired, I believe.
That
Oh,
was
thank
definitely
God. You know,
weird,
I'd like to
though.
get some variety now in my Star Wars games. Thank you.
said it.
Speaking of Star Wars, might be appearing in 4 if we read the signs right.
Oh, you know, I'm gonna say it now. I'm really not a fan of the idea of Star Wars and Marvel shit showing up in Kingdom Hearts because I will always think of them as separate companies. I will never think of them as, underneath Disney's banner. Now that they bought it. I mean, again, this is just me when I was younger for that, and I just don't think they fit that well, to be honest with you.
I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Honestly, the only big Star Wars thing I'm into nowadays is The Mandalorian.
Okay, Mandalorian's pretty good. I know Season 3 of that's coming out, or maybe it already has, and I know there was the Book of Boba Fett, but apparently that sucks, so...
The best episodes of that were when Mando appeared, so take that how you will.
Just get, like, the Mando cut.
It's 2 episodes long. I can fit it into a lunch period.
As the key bearer, you must already know.
This will never be explained. Don't look for it in a prequel.
It sucks because I wish more Disney characters were somehow connected to the Keyblades in that way. It's like King Triton's Mickey, and that's it?
Yeah. Thankfully in 3, obviously we've done a full playthrough of that if you guys want to see it on the channel. Helldragon and I did that. That might be the last thing we did, come to think of it. I asked Helldragon this before we started and neither of us could come up with an answer. Where was I going with this? Oh yeah, 3 integrated the Disney world a lot better with the ongoing plot, I think.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think 3 did a lot of stuff right, actually, in terms of its approach with the story. So I will give it props for that.
Power!
Come forth, not Eddie Murphy.
Oh no.
I am Mushu.
It is
Or are you
Mushu.
too cool to play them now that you have the Keyblade?
Riku? What are you doing here?
I'm just doing Jabu Jabu's belly. That takes like an hour to solve that dungeon.
Maybe if you're Helldragon. Did you ever finish Ocarina of Time?
I wonder if she'll believe me.
No,
Probably
it wasn't Jabu Jabu's belly I got stuck on. I did the Spirit Temple, I think.
searching
No, the
too.
Graveyard place, whatever the fuck it's called. I did that. Then I had to go to the desert to find those carpenters, and I'm like, fuck it, I can't be bothered to do this, and then I never finished the game.
That's fine. Totally understandable.
I really should, though. I mean, it would be pretty easy to load it up, but my quirks made it kind of weird to finish it, so I really should get around to finishing it.
Say goodbye, British people.
Just fucking shoot a laser all UK. Get the fuck out of here.
We have no Queen of England anymore. That's one thing that's changed in the past 15 years.
Oh yeah, that's true. She finally kicked the bucket.
Haha, oh Garfield, you are so funny and relatable.
This is me trying to program a single-page application. It's not going well.
This is me trying to grow an egg.
It, again, does not go very well.
Well, to be honest, I kind of went over budget. I really didn't need a machine this big.
I don't know, I think I can make that dress work.
Okay. Completely unrelated to what I was talking about. Maybe a bit more manic. Oh,
Well, girls don't normally come into my room, but I'm not complaining.
it's always when I'm fucking asleep. Jesus. Ooh, nice gothic TV you got there.
Yeah, no, I actually noticed that TV for the first time. That's like some spooky TV you get like fucking Animal Crossing or something like that.
Alright, meet at the station. Today's the day we hit the beach. Don't sweat about the money. He will seethe about that until our 50th college reunion.
Tanner, you stole this, didn't you? A little, maybe.
You just see him wearing like new drip and whatnot. He's got like a fog chain necklace.
Morning.
Zawaldo!
Tokyo Tamai.
I love the Only Plays version of this event, where it's like, hey, do you want to see my new slave? And then time just stops. That's a great playthrough, by the way, that and the first one.
I wanted to meet you at least once.
So weird that
Yes.
Brittany Snow voices Naminé here, but never again.
Who voiced her in the third game?
You've put me on the spot, and now I can't remember. I will go have a look.
Yeah, we should probably have the
Let's
wiki
drag
up for
me
this
along
sort
to
of
go
thing.
Shopping.
Hey, you want to come with us?
Wait. Did you just see that?
No, Roxas, are you silly? Women don't exist.
But what about Olette over here? She just fades
Very well,
out.
then. We'll
You
see
just
you later,
goodbye.
Roxy.
Peace
Okay.
out.
Megan Jet Martin voiced Naminé in the rest of the series.
Who the hell is that? I don't know who that is.
Okay, I'm right-clicking now. You're making me do so much here. Dum-de-dum, scrolling down. She was Stacy in The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
Oh, something I'm intimately familiar with, thanks.
Huh?
Weren't they on, like, a boat one time? You know, like, I'm on a boat, but not, like, a whole series?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I can't remember the name of it.
I don't know, they just go on some boat. They just fucking do a cruise or whatever.
Let me go.
Cypher, help me, you're so manly.
Hey, chicken wuss.
No, you can't say that, Cypher. That's banned. You know that.
That's like a made-for-TV edit.
Cross the line.
Yeah, it's like the F word or something like that, but they do it for like daytime TV.
Oh, you firework. I don't know what Cypher meant by they've crossed the line, but I guess, like, gimps aren't allowed in Twilight Town.
Listen, look, Kingdom Hearts and Persona, we have our own separate little universes. They're not crossing over or we're gonna have some fucking trouble, alright?
I don't think Kingdom Hearts and Persona would gel all that well, personally.
I don't know, it's sometimes fun to think of stuff that will actually combine really well sometimes. Like, I have a personal pet idea for something like that.
I know you had a Yu-Gi-Oh thing that you were mulling over.
That's it. Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! And JoJo, I think, would actually cross over super well.
Especially Part 3.
Yeah, Part 3 and, you know, the first series of Yu-Gi-Oh! That's kind of the combo I was thinking of.
Hate to be a stereotype, but Steven Universe and Hilda, maybe?
I mean, maybe because the art styles feel a little similar, but I feel they're different enough that you'd have to do some work for that, I think.
God, when we started this, SU wasn't even a thing, and now it's been a few years since the epilogue season concluded.
Enough of that pussy bat, why don't you pick a real weapon?
Indeed.
And the shield, I guess.
It's emblazoned with the emblem of our glorious leader, so you never forget who's in charge.
You know, swords are cool, but I've kind of really had an admiration recently for just like axes and spears. You just don't see them that often in these sort of games.
It's a smash cut to you in a weapon store somewhere going, I like the heft of this one.
Now, I know that when we talked about me being a nobody, we both agreed that my weapon would be like metal gauntlets, and I'd do like hype fisticuff attacks and things like that.
Sadly, you know, Shion, or not Zion, yeah, Shion, never became a punch gal. No one became a punch gal.
Which is really disappointing. I imagine they're sitting there trying to think of weapons for these people, and they skip over the punch person, and they go, well, let's give this motherfucker a book, alright? He's gonna read the dictionary of these assholes. That's how this is gonna work.
Hey, at least they desecrated his grave in the base game, so you couldn't tell it was a book.
Oh, that's true. Like, for some reason they hid that for a while. I don't know why. They just did. I don't know.
I think it's more because they hadn't come up with it yet.
So they had to take extra time to give him something that wasn't actually a weapon and make that his weapon. Is that what you're telling me?
He's a sorcerer.
Well, sorcerers have staffs. You can use like a staff weapon.
Whatever. How to equip abilities. This is how you do it.
Yeah, no, if you guys have played any Kingdom Hearts game, we don't need to tell you how this works. We're not gonna talk game mechanics. I hope you guys have played this game multiple times by now. I hope, right?
I did enough of that with the KH1 Final Mix playthrough. You know, some different abilities in Final Mix and yada yada. Here's a door.
I kind of wish this game, you know, in games in Kingdom Hearts would kind of let you play with builds a little more and like, you know, respec and things like that, because I guess, you know, I'm a fighter typically, but I haven't really seen like builds, I guess, that emphasize magic and a real huge focus on like magic and ranged attacks and things like that. So I don't know, maybe you could.
Well, I mean, it's because we're locked into using a melee weapon here, what with the Keyblade and whatnot.
You know, I'm more of a traditional kind of Western RPG kind of guy, so I like the ability to have like classes and things like that. That also reminds me, Since we last did this, I have actually, since last year, played and beat Skyrim for the first time ever, so...
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was in New York, I ended up playing it. My sister wanted me to play Elden Ring. That didn't happen. I'm not a big fan of that game. But I really got into Skyrim. When I got home, I bought it. I modded the hell out of it and I played it. I actually had a really good time with that game, so I kind of see why everybody likes it now.
I have memories of playing Skyrim, streaming it, actually, and it was cold as fuck because we didn't have heating at that point. Not the best time of my life. And then I went downstairs and got a piece of cheese to eat.
The celebratory cheese when you beat Skyrim. Did you play that on console or PC?
That was PC. I did a lot of streaming back in the day, both for pleasure and just to, keep a roof over my head and whatnot.
That's fair. Yeah, again, like I said, I've been playing pretty much all my stuff on PC these days. They port everything to it, so might as well. I bought a new GPU actually recently, and that's how I got access to Darktide. But it's kind of interesting to have games not chug on this machine anymore. It really opens up the enjoyment, I'd say.
Oh yes, here he is for one night only, folks. Don't get used to this dude because you will never see him again, except for that one pre-release image of Kingdom Hearts 3D. It is the one, the only, wait for it, should have timed this better, it's Twilight Town.
Let's give Darkseid like all the props, but let's only use this dude one time, even though he has a fairly unique look, I guess because, the nobody sort of died out a little more quickly than the actual Heartless.
I've been cursed. Oh.
There's a little compromise, and that girl isn't in my bedroom this time for this sort of position.
I'll be your girl.
Ah!
Get out of here, stranger danger.
Watching a boss fight like this in the Final Mix version with the 60 FPS, I'm not sure how I feel about it. I mean, I understand why it's 60 FPS. It's better performance, obviously, and more reactivity in battle, but it just feels weird looking at this not in 30 FPS,
Well, I mean, back in the day, all I had was the Dazzle, so we just had to like it or lump it.
Did you get 30 FPS on the Dazzle or something less?
Something less at points, let me tell you.
Oh god.
Get out of here with your spirit bomb bollocks.
I still love how he falls like 30 feet, doesn't crack his skull or nothing. Oh no, I'm fine. Oh, ow, that's slightly sore.
Yeah, he fell into what is evidently glass as well.
On like a stone pillar, I would guess? I don't know. So again, I must say that the big thing about the combat in Kingdom Hearts 2 was the reaction command, and over time, I kind of have never been a big fan of it because it's too much like QTEs, and I feel, combat is more satisfying when you have the ability to kind of actively see and dodge attacks on your own merits as opposed to just pressing a magic button that does the work for you, so, I don't know.
That's fair, although they were sorely missed in the base game of 3, and when they brought them back in Remind, myself and a lot of other people were very happy to see them back.
It's okay sometimes, I guess, for, some cool effects, but I've kind of soured on QTEs over the years because I feel it's too easy to do, as opposed to designing particular combat encounters to work within a set amount of abilities. At the same time, it's kind of, I don't expect you to be able to dodge roll in, like, your Magic Disney train, so I can kind of understand the balance.
Yeah, as long as it's not like press triangle to literally win, I think there's a fair compromise there.
A lot of the battles, I think, in Kingdom Hearts 2 rely a lot on the reaction command, and I don't know, like I said, I'm up and down about it. Some people obviously love it, some people don't like it. It really depends on your preference.
Once again, I gotta stress, no.
No, we're not doing that. In comparison, he's such a weird kind of boss with his weird little flexy, stretchy arms and how he kind of slinks and slides everywhere.
Yeah.
And also his fucking spirit bomb that he pulls out of nowhere. I never got that attack. He just has a spirit bomb for some reason.
I think it's just an orb of nothingness. Be gone. Oh, here we go again.
fallen 30 feet. No, I'm fine. It's okay.
Maybe they're hoping that Roxas will just forget everything if they drop him on his head a couple times.
I know that would work for me. Just kind of pile drive the dude. That'd be good.
Whee! Here he goes. Ah!
This is my blue attack. This is what you do.
We got guard now. Will Spar use this throughout the playthrough? We'll see.
Well, I hope so. He's probably way better at Kingdom Hearts than I am.
Or me, for that matter.
I mean, I'll sit here. I will admit I'm not the best at video games, so...
I have actually beaten, I think it was... Yeah, I think it was the Final version. Well, it must have been, because you fight Roxas. I did that on Critical, as part of a marathon of the series that Spar and I did at one point a few years ago.
I mean, I don't know how you guys manage Critical, because I tried Critical a little bit on Kingdom Hearts 3, and I just did not fucking get anywhere. I'm like, I'm not doing this. I'm not having a good time.
That's fair, mate. Welcome to the White Room. It's white.
We didn't decorate yet. We haven't moved in yet, entirely.
Shush.
My name is Namine.
Shut your stupid mouth. Let me talk.
Roxas. Do you remember your true name?
Horse X.
Say no more, Nominee.
Is this going to be like a Rumpelstiltskin situation and I'll just explode if I learn it?
It's best he doesn't know the truth.
Hey, you're that pickpocket.
I like how that's the first thing he goes to.
I'll pick you. Get out of here, dipshit.
Show's over. Get out.
Whoa!
Back to your fucking tutorial.
No, I don't want to go back to school. Ah.
Pose, you know?
How's this?
That's totally perfect, you know? How about one more, you know?
What's that for?
Keepsake.
I'm getting
Those
fucking
freaks in the
Facebook
white
photos.
jumpsuits
Oh,
are
remember
gone,
Facebook?
you know?
I do. That's still around. Much worse than it was
What are
before.
those things?
Yeah, well, that's most things these days.
That's what. And if they don't wise up to the rules around here, I might have to take disciplinary measures.
I don't like these vague threats that you're making, Cypher. They come off as very homoerotic.
Yeah, don't be different than other people. That's bad. Don't do that. We're different. Shut up.
That made me drop default face, so it did.
Wait up!
Hey, no chickening out of the tournament tomorrow. We'll be waiting, you know?
It's implied that he will be there tomorrow, I guess.
I would hope so.
You know, Hayden, this could be considered comfort eating.
So, you hung out with Cypher's gang today?
No, it's not like that.
I just go to Cypher and ask him
Oh,
to beat
yeah.
me up sometimes. It's
How
just a
was the
thing.
beach? Wasn't that today?
We didn't go. It wouldn't be the same without you, right?
Oh boy, emotional baggage. That's just what I need when I'm traveling through different dimensions or whatever's happening to me right
How
now.
about we go tomorrow? We could get those pretzels and...
I promised I'd be somewhere.
At home doing nothing.
Oh.
You don't have any other friends besides us three, at least from what we can see, so that's a big fat lie.
You and I have to make the final.
Listen, I gotta sit
That
in
way,
front of the
no matter
computer
who
so
wins,
long tomorrow, you
four
got
of
no
us
idea,
split the prize.
alright?
Okay, he was
Okay,
talking
you're
about
up.
other children he
You two
wants
are
to
gonna
beat
clean
up.
up.
That includes
Go.
us, so his story checks out.
It's a promise. I'm out of here.
Can this marriage be saved?
Does it need to be saved, I think is the real question.
Divorce is often hard, but ultimately easier on the kids.
Restoration at 48%.
Oh, I can just make out Jiminy Cricket's what's it.
Was that Nominee made of data?
I don't know, did you scan her?
Namine hijacked the data herself.
Who the fuck taught her
Look what
basic?
she's done now.
She's using some fucking rush shit.
She's totally beyond my control.
Calm down.
Vermintite's pissing me off.
It doesn't matter. As long as Namine accomplishes her goal.
Which we will keep vague until the most incredible point to reveal it. Well, next time on this, I guess.